Is this thing on? This is fucking terrifying. Okay. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, maybe if we turn the audio off, it'll be better. So, hey everyone. Oh my God. Thanks for being here. This is really weird. This is my friend Scott.
Hey, you guys.
He filmed you were the one who acted as the beer robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, which was an intense experience, but I feel like we really found a great way to fuck up beer.
Yeah, we fucked up beer, plentiful. And you also filmed the claw machine. You're a friend, but you help me out with stuff occasionally. So we were thinking, we've gotten a bunch of questions already. And I think you're the one who decides what I should answer.
There are a lot of great questions already here, but give us more. Keep sending fun questions.
Okay.
Should we just jump straight in?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, everybody, can everybody hear us? Put a headset on. Is this okay? Okay, cool. No, got everybody's clear. Oh, hey, Evelyn, did you get your 3D printer? She'll reply soon. Okay, give me a question.
Okay, let's just start off with a complete scenario right off the bat. Jack of all trades wants to know, the zombie apocalypse has come.
Okay.
You can have one robot, any one robot as a companion to help you survive. Who do you choose and why?
I mean, I'm debating between obviously the chopping machine because that's the Megabot chopping machine, so the giant one. That one would be pretty handy. But I'm thinking that one, but has like all of society fallen? Because then maybe the toothbrush helmet, because dental hygiene is always priority.
But think of the breath of a zombie. You're not competing with a lot.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But it is like your oldest friend as far as robots go.
Yeah.
So
okay, maybe the chopping machine, or somebody just commented the robot dog. Yeah, so I built a robotic version of Jenna Marbles dog. I think like a big version of that, because that gave me nightmares, and it might give zombies nightmares too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a nice companion.
The breath of a zombie should be a song.
The breath of a zombie. Because it should also be like a
your love is like the breath of a zombie.
Because it's like a scary love, but you can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this also applies to a zombie apocalypse, I think. Most wants to know, do you read books, and which ones are your favorites?
I do read books. I'm not Donald Trump. I like, for some, I used to, when I was younger, I used to try reading really heavy books and like tricky books because I was like, I'm smart, I need to write or like read really difficult stuff. But then I realized like I just do it to fall asleep. So now I just read like teenage fantasy books. Don't judge Scott. Or just like not like high fantasy at all. It's all fantasy books, but there's nothing if they like people have too complicated names, my brain just like opts out. But that's also because I read in English, but I'm like not super comfortable with reading in English since it's not my first language, so I kind of want to keep it easy. I think my favorite books, I really like the Narnia books. I read those when I was a kid, and those like were pretty amazing. I really liked Garth Nix's Abhorsen series, which is, he's an Australian writer. And I don't know, I just thought the magic in it was really fun and weird. I like that. I also like Robin Hobb.
Robin Hobb?
Yeah, I read the Narnia books in Swedish. I did not read Ronja Rövardotter. I did watch the movie. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't read it.
Okay, so speaking about English and Swedish, some people want some good Swedish swear words.
Oh, really? I don't like cussing in Swedish as much as I like cussing in English. Like, I'm numb to cussing in English because it doesn't affect me in any way. I mean, like,
what if I said helvete?
Helvete, yeah, means hell. That's good job. Yeah, helvete means hell. I mean, like, kook is cock.
I'm leaving. Good day.
Oh my God, it's so offensive.
What? But do you enjoy swearing in English, or is it Like, is there a novelty to it?
Maybe there's a novelty to it. I just think it's, I mean, in Swedish, like, I wouldn't say the crudest stuff, and I don't really say the crudest stuff in English either. It's just like fucks and shits. And fuck in Swedish is knulla, but that's more like the verb of like actually fucking, as in like intercourse. Yeah, thanks God. This is why I have him here. Obviously, doing a great job. So I don't really know.
Okay. Talking about swearing.
Okay.
What's the most frustrating project you've ever worked on? Where you were like, helvete, helvete, helvete.
Helvete. So much helvete. I think probably, I mean, they're all frustrating in their own way. But it mainly gets frustrating because like, if I have a lot of time to spend on it, I kind of enjoy like all the ups and downs and like all the failures, and you're like, yeah, this is like, I'll have time to figure it out, and like, you can learn new stuff. It's, but I think it's different when you're like under time pressure. But I think actually like the most frustrating one was the claw machine, because I felt I needed to document otherwise, because otherwise I'm just like, when I'm building stuff, I'm just sitting by myself and like frowning. I have like resting build face. No, building bitch face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like resting bitch face, but building bitch face. So just sit and frown and don't think about anything other than what I'm just doing. So maybe the claw machine is right here, actually.
That's what some people are guessing. Anders and Jeremy were guessing that as well. And then Stephen wanted to ask, how did you not rip the speaker out of the claw machine 9 minutes and I wanted to?
Yeah, no, I totally should have. This is like so dirty. This is like a fucking graveyard of like Easter candy. Is there mold in it?
I don't know. There's probably so many.
I think it's just like residue goo from, it's from the like egg. We didn't put that in the video. Yeah, I should definitely have ripped out the speakers, but I also thought it was kind of fun because the song was really ridiculous, but it did make it really hard to edit because I like cut through, it was just hard to make the music loop in a tolerable way.
You, obviously that required a significant amount of control, and it feels like a lot of your robots do. So people want to know, do you play a lot of video games in your downtime? No,
never. Like really never. I tried it. I'm like too nervous to play computer games and video games. I get really scared. Like I can't watch scary movies at all. And whenever like something's too exciting, I mean, it's even like when I'm playing Super Mario and you're like playing against the boss, like my heart races. It feels like it's going to rip out of my chest. So no, I don't really play any stuff. Like I did like play Monkey Island when I was younger, and I really liked that. Crash Bandicoot, which I really like, but I mainly watched my sister play it because that was more fun, and she was really cool because she was older than me. But no, I don't really play it. And it's like now I just try to be conscientious of like what I spend my time on, and I think like video games is really great if you have a lot of time to spend, but I don't have that much time to spend anymore, so I'm trying not to get into that.
That's you're getting some great love for Monkey Island.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. Grow up games. What's that? I don't know. Are you the youngest of your siblings? I am. So my sister's 3 years older and my brother is 9 years older. So I'm like the tiny spoiled one. Where I'm always like, but I'm so little. And they're like, so no, you're 26. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm still the youngest. I don't know better.
There is a question talking about family about any stories that your grandparents ever told you.
What was it?
Like a story that your grandmother told you?
Just in general?
I think so.
I mean, my grandmother is the funnest. Like, she's really weird. She's just gotten an iPhone, and I FaceTime with her this morning. Yeah.
Let's loop her into this.
Oh gosh, no, she's probably asleep. But she's really funny. So she's Italian. I'm a quarter Italian, but she grew up in Paris, but then fled to Sweden like when she was 20. But she always just gives me like unsolicited advice on how to seduce men. And it's always based around what food to feed them. So she's like, don't give them beans because that makes them gassy. But they need protein for their stamina, if you know what I mean. Wink. I think she just wants like grandchildren or great-grandchildren. And she's like disappointed that we haven't produced any.
Love to hang out with her.
Oh, she's hilarious. Yeah, she's hilarious. But she's really categorical, or like she's really what's the word I'm looking for? Categorical, or like she's very like she either likes people or she like hates them, and she can be so rude to people, prime grandma style.
Okay, should we shift over to a little tested stuff?
Yeah, sure.
People want to know what Adam smells like.
He smells like woodworking. Yeah, because he's constantly doing woodworking.
And what's your process like when you're working with tested?
With tested, it's a lot. It's more, I mean, when I do my own projects, I kind of dabble into them. So like I build a little bit and then I take a break and then I build a little bit more. So like I can build a robot on and off for like 3 weeks. But when it's with tested, they get like a crew in and we film just more on one day. So it's more just making sure that we have all the parts and we actually like just crank the project out. But it's been really nice. Like I realized that if I wouldn't have tested, because like YouTube life is pretty lonely, or it's like I would just sit at home and like scroll comments and talk to cameras. And having tested, I like actually have an office to go to and somewhere to hang out. And yeah, it's been really, really nice, and I really like the people there.
And so just as a follow-up question, Jeremy wants to know, do they assign you jobs, or is it a dual pitching, or how does it work out?
It's a dual pitching. I mean, sometimes they come up with project ideas that they pitch me on, but like they never tell me to do anything. I always choose what I want to do, but usually I have my own ideas, and it's like projects that I'm really excited about, but I feel like I don't have the bandwidth to do myself, or that I like need other expertise on, or that I don't know, just want to crank out. So yeah, but it's been a good exchange. It's been a really fun thing.
So then in that realm, how do you come up with ideas for new robots just in general? Tested aside.
I don't really know. It's funny. I get so many like interview questions about like, what's your creative process? And I'm like, should I have a creative process? It's mainly like when I get bored, I just start thinking about stuff. So I try to, like, if I'm stressed and overworked, I don't get any ideas. Like I get really jammed. So I think it's just like taking a break, and then I get excited about building something. But I don't know. I mean, and also like, my manager, Luke, is always trying to make me be more proactive and like actually have a list of like what projects I'm going to build, so like we can work and plan ahead. But I always just build them on a whim. And I mean, I don't know what my next project is going to be. I don't even know what the next video. Oh, I do know what the next video is going to be, because the upcoming 3 weeks, I'm going to have very different videos. So I've like tease it a little bit. We're doing like Space Secret Sauce project that you've also been helping out on. So that's going to be for 3 weeks. So then I can have time to like build something for real, because I'll have a lot of, I won't have to put up videos.
And so in terms of like when you're deciding what is a good robot, somebody is just wondering, what are the 3 criteria any shitty robot should meet in order to be YouTube worthy?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's mostly gut feeling. I don't feel like I've kind of streamlined a checklist of some sort. But I do have like, I wanted to be able to be conveyed through a GIF. Or GIF, for those of you who would be upset by me pronouncing it GIF. So I want it to be simple enough to kind of be explained without having to, I don't know, give an explanation. Like I want it on first on look, people understand what it is. But I think like also I try to not, because it's like when you get a lot of attention for what you do, it's easy to get carried away and kind of like just do the same thing over and over again, because that's what people want, and that's what like people expect of you. But I'm trying to not be like, oh, this is the type of projects I build, and just kind of let myself build stuff whatever I want, rather than go from like expectations. Because I feel like I'm also like, I just really want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I feel that if I just do the same thing over and over again, I'd go crazy.
I mean, chopping heads off teeth.
Chopping heads, yeah. So occasionally you just have to take a break and chop some heads off of tiny creatures that you later can eat.
As far as YouTube goes, people are asking, Jeremy asks, do you get advice from other YouTubers like Diana, Clara?
Yeah.
And also, what YouTube channels do you like? Those are the 2 questions.
I really like, so I think like my YouTube bestie is definitely Diana. And we talk a lot. But I think I've also, I mean, Vernaculars, Nerdgasm, I've also talked a lot about, and you just like, I don't know, just exchange experience. Like Smarter Every Day has given me a lot of feedback too, which is really appreciated. YouTube channels I watch, I should obviously say tested. My own channel. No, I mean, I really like Jenna Marbles, and I try to pretend, I try to play it cool. But I watched her for a long time, and I think she's fucking hilarious. I like Grace Helbig too. It's just like comedy stuff mainly. And I really enjoy Laura Kemp's video, who's also one of my YouTube friends, because she makes them so beautifully. But watching her videos make me feel very that I'm not enough, because she makes such like beautiful videos, and I'm like, my edit videos are always so fucking ugly because I'm still just like shooting.
What?
No, but they are like ugly.
8-foot chopping blades. That's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, but that was beautiful, and that was like shot by a whole crew. Like the crew that shot Mythbusters actually filmed that and tested. So that was like proper. But when I film my own videos, I still just film on my iPhone.
I mean,
and sorry, not because you were the one who filmed the claw machine, not to like hate on your filming.
Joe loves your video style.
Okay, thank you. I should definitely get a better camera. People are so upset about GIF or GIF. You know what? I think we can make a poll. Oh, let's explore all the possibilities of this platform. So we can create a poll where we say, is it GIF or GIF? Okay, this is serious research that we're doing here. I'm typing with one hand. GIF. Okay, so now you guys can stop arguing in the comments and you can vote here. People are definitely for with a hard G. Yeah, I'm like, because it's graphic, what is it, graphic image file or something like that? In graphic, it's not Jaffic.
But how adorable would it be to say giraffic? Giraffic?
You know what? It's funny that you said that, because I used to run a startup a couple of years ago, and the name of the startup, it was a shit startup, but the name was Giraffics.
Like, I'm not saying that's why it didn't go somewhere, but I do.
It could have been.
You know.
The logo, it was the graphic design startup, and the logo was a giraffe. It was the ugliest giraffe. Yeah, I'm happy that didn't. Interchange format, graphic interchange format.
Now, there are a few questions about just sort of getting started in the world of robot building.
Yeah, okay.
Any like software or book recommendations?
I think that what helped me a lot, I got an Arduino starter kit. I think Arduino is a good place to start if you want to learn about electronics. Not getting paid to say that. I think that both Adafruit and SparkFun have really, really good online tutorials. Shout out to Lady Ada, who's here somewhere in the comments. And that's like when I started learning about it. That was seriously a lot better than anything. And like, to me, it's just find a project that you really like and run for it and try to figure out how to make it. Because like, I never learned by like getting a book and being like, now we're going to learn about transistors. It was always like trying to figure something out on how to build something. I saw somebody wanted me to sing Soft Kitty.
Yeah, are you willing to sing Soft Kitty?
Yeah, because somebody, fellow
Scandinavian
has the man flu. Can you sing me Soft Kitty? Of course I can. David. Full disclaimer, I don't have a great singing voice. I feel this is taking too long. I'm getting nervous. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Da 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 da, purr purr purr. Boom, you're healed. I mean, everything is great now.
People are falling asleep. Everyone is so relaxed by this.
Okay, that's great.
Well, wake back up. We have more questions.
Yeah, and we have 10 more minutes. So I am only on the trial for Crowdcast. I haven't paid for it, so we only get 30 minutes. So let's fucking jam this in here.
Well, speaking of going fast, Evelyn wants to know, how much caffeine do you need in a data function?
I think caffeine makes me function less. I'm like my Pavlovian response.
Mhm.
Thing is just that I need to poop.
That's why
TMI,
we're keeping
sorry.
it to 30 minutes.
Yeah. 30
'Cause I'm
minutes.
pooping.
I try to just have 1 cup of coffee. Sometimes I go 2. It just makes me shaky and sweaty. But I'm not a huge coffee drinker. TMI.
People want to know
Poops.
the origin of the name Simsalabim.
Okay, so my name on like Reddit and Imgur and GitHub is Simsalabim. And it started with, so my family calls me Pim and Pim Pim, like growing up, that's what my family calls me. And in Swedish, abacadabra, or like abracadabra.
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 Abracadabra is adorable.
Abracadabra.
That's my new reservation name. Party of 2, Abracadabra.
Abacadabra is Simsalabim with B, and then my best friend Sonia just started saying Simsalabim. So yeah, that's it. It kind of just, yeah. Okay, so GIF with a hard G has 54 votes. GIF with a soft G has 7 votes. So eat it. GIFs.
Okay, let's
It's
go
definitely GIF.
2 questions.
Simsalabim. Sounds like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Which one's that?
People want to know how you're feeling about the Patreon videos. Like, do you like that there's less editing, that it's a little bit shorter? And
yeah. I just hope that people are like okay with, like, I'm really worried about Patreon because I feel otherwise I'm like constantly trying to tell myself that I don't owe people anything, and if I never want to put out another video, that's okay. But I feel that with Patreon, I definitely owe people something, and I think like the worst thing would be if people were disappointed in me or in any way. So, but to me, it's like, it's so nice being able to make those like 1.5 minute vlogs. And I just hope, but that's like, the thing is like, I don't think that my life is that interesting. And I have a hard time understanding that people find things interesting, but I don't know. So I don't know if like you guys feel that you get any value out of it, but I sure hope so.
you're getting a lot of support and a lot of love from those unedited videos.
Oh. You get like, because I just feel that I'm so, I actually met a guy the other day, and he was like, wow, like meeting you in real life, you realize that like your internet version is like a really distilled version of it. And it's like, obviously that's true. Like in real life, you're like a watered down version of what you are like in YouTube videos, because like you can't have jump cuts in real life. Or I mean, it's like a really polished fascia of it. And I feel that with like the Patreon videos, it's just like, I don't know, however I come, and just I feel like I'm always so ugly in them, and I'm like, it's okay. It's like, it's fine. You get like the unedited version of me.
The nice thing in having seen you make 1 or 2 of them ahead of time is that like there's no warning, it just kind of starts, which is great because it feels like, oh shit, this is really what's happening.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like when you're FaceTime with your mom and you're like, hey mom, this is what's happening, let me show you this stuff. But yeah, then it's just for you guys. Not that my mom doesn't watch those. She's very active on all my channels. She definitely keeps an eye on it.
People want to know, or people have asked about like adopting your robots. What does it feel like with having like your robots? Like, do they feel like creations that you intend to keep forever?
Forever. Yeah, I should get like those glass bottles that you have like people's like formaldehyde that people have heads in, and just put their robots in there. I mean, I try to not pick them apart, and that's a really big challenge. I actually just for the claw machine, I killed the hair washing robot because I needed the servo motor, and I felt that I didn't have time to wait for a new one. So I do break my own rules, but I try to keep them. But I mean, I only have the ones that I really like up. So like you can see here, like the ones that I like the look of. So that's, yeah, I have like the popcorn helmet and the toothbrush helmet, the Pussy Grabs Back machine, an altered version of the applause machine, and the wake up machine version. What do I think? By the way, do you guys want to see the rest of the set? Yeah, so this is like the workshop area that I think you've seen a lot before. And there's like a little clothes rack. And there's my couch. And I got a projector so I can watch movies. Oh, there's the staircase that goes to I just put the computer on. And here's Spool. Yay. Oh, check this out. Alexa, turn on Spool.
Okay.
Boom! Technology. And yeah, there's the shelves that I showed you in an earlier video. And up here is my bed. Like, check this out. This is fucking whimsical. I just want to be like one of those girls, like the girl in like 500 Days of Summer, where people are like, oh my God, so mysterious and whimsical. She never lets anyone in. And I'm like, oh, I just have like all these fairy lights on my bed. And people are like, what? I feel like I'm never going to achieve that, but I try hard.
Graham has the question, do you have any plans to caption videos so that individuals with hearing and language impairments can watch and understand them?
The what? I think people are captioning, so I can't really caption my own videos in other than 2 languages. But it's been really good with people, like the community has contributed a lot of captions. So like my videos have captions in a bunch of languages that I don't master, like Portuguese and really random. So I think a lot of them, I wish that I could help that more.
You might have to refresh. Just some people are having problems seeing.
Oh, really?
See?
Okay.
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 Everyone
hey,
good?
Everybody over here? Okay. Thanks for letting us know. It's such a creepy thing, like when you're doing live, because you don't really know what's going on.
And Dwayne just noted 3-minute warning.
Yeah. Okay. I saw somebody ask, like, who was it? If I was scared of being seen as a narcissist. Oh, Jeremy Burton. Are you scared of being considered a narcissist? And yes, definitely. Like, it freaks me out. Because it is like such a narcissistic job in some way. I mean, as much as like what I do is evolved around building stuff and like the projects that I do, it's also like you had to have like a lot of narcissism to hang out online and constantly feel the urge to share what you're doing. So I think it's hard to have a good balance of it, because I understand that it's a part of my job, and like I really like it because I like hanging out with you guys and like interacting with people. But sometimes like a lot of people who do it, it's just like, hey, this is me today. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Sometimes it makes me question life and kind of like making sure that it doesn't get to you in some way. So yeah, I'm like not scared of it, but I'm really conscientious of it and trying to make sure, because like there's this thing also with like public people that they just assume that everything they say is really interesting, because people think that everything they say is really interesting, and that freaks me out. Like that's my worst nightmare, becoming like that and just like sharing stories and people are like, I really couldn't care less, and you just don't notice it because you just assume that everybody's like, wow.
Revelatory.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of nightmares, you have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Let's end on a very serious note. Which would you rather fight, a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I have already answered this question in one of my Q&A videos that I did with a TENS unit. I think I said, ooh, a horse-sized duck, because then I'd tame it and I would ride it off into the sunset. And who wouldn't want to ride a horse-sized duck? I just love that. Okay, we have like a minute left.
Okay, so who would win,
This
you
is
or
fun.
Spool?
If we fought, Spool. Spool is heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
Spool is like solid wood. So Spool could crush me. Like if Spool would run over me, I'd die. Yeah. Okay, I think we have to wrap this thing up. This was really fun.
Super fun.
Yeah, we should do this.
Great
I think
questions.
yeah, thanks for being here. We're like 100 people. That's really freaking wild. So yeah, I hope to be able to do this like once a month. And yeah, let me know if you have any feedback or if there's anything special that you'd want to do. Yeah, saying a lot. Yeah. Bye. How do we end this? We just closed the tab. Bye.